What is going on, guys? Thank you for joining me and welcome to a special Football Manager 2016 draft mode. Now, this is the first one on the channel, which is an ongoing series between myself and James from the Football Manager Whizzkids. So check out the link below to see the first couple of games. But before we tell you the results of them, let's say a big hello to Mr. Football Manager Whizzkid. Hello, James.
Hello and good evening.
Thanks for joining us on this glorious 23rd of December, almost Christmas.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to Christmas Day.
I still haven't got your card, by the way.
Get sending it then.
I was thinking of the one from you. But we're going to press continue. We're going to go on to the next screen. And what we'll do then is we'll pick our players. But just to recap, James, what's happened before. The first game we played was a 0-0 draw. Still worth checking out. There was no goals, but it was entertainment at its best.
Yeah, it was as you say, 0-0. It was a very tight, intense game. Our first draft, and kind of looking forward to it. And no goals to show really, but it was a very tactical affair.
And we followed that up with a 3-3 draw, so 2 draws so far, and that was entertaining at its best. You conceding a late equaliser, which obviously must have dented your confidence, I hope, going into this evening.
It certainly did. It was a little bit of a reminder of the Stan Collymore late winner against Newcastle to win 4-3, but this was to make it 3-3. Killer blow, but a great game to play in.
Well, let's click the continue. Let's see who we're going to buy, and let's play Football Manager 2016 draft.
Let's do it.
I hope that's you rubbing your hands.
It was.
Good. Hope you're not getting too excited. Who's going first? It's me, and for some reason my logo's not showing up. I do apologise, guys, but you know what the FM Central logo looks like.
Showing on mine.
Showing on yours, it's not showing on mine. I think it's to wind us up. But then people know what my logo is, and if you don't know what the Whizzkids is, now you can see it, because his is showing up. So let's start with what I think we need to look at first, shall we? We've got 30 seconds remaining. So let's pick ourselves a goalkeeper. I want someone decent, but I don't want to be spending the mega bucks.
I think we have to say that we haven't actually got shortlists written down anywhere or nothing. We're doing this from our head.
No, we're not very organised, are we?
Very relaxed.
Do you know what? My first pick is someone who I think I picked in the last episode as well.
You did.
Carl Darlow.
You did.
I did. Blame his stats. Oh, Jack Butland. What a pick. I was just thinking, who shall I get? And I was thinking Butland.
4.9 million, it's an absolute snip.
It is indeed.
Considering some of the prices on this game. Okay, so I'm currently looking for my backup goalkeeper, and I'm going to go for the Italian sensation because I have just put 2.5 million top price for probably someone that won't play. So Donnarumma, the 16-year-old AC Milan goalkeeper.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. And well, my first choice goalkeeper is going to be picked now, and it is Victor Valdez.
Ooh.
It's 6.5. So decent enough price. But let's we're going to move on to defenders now, and people will see I do like to use the attribute option there because it just helps you get people who you actually want in the squad. It's tough. It's definitely tough, guys. It's definitely tough. I mean, I want people who can communicate, but I also want people who are decent, and I also don't want to be spending this stupid money that some of them are valued at. I've got 20 seconds to pick. If we don't pick anyone, it's not the end of the world. I mean, we can soon...
You learn from experience when you're picking this. I don't know if anybody's seen Spencer Owen's recent draft where he forgot that he had a certain amount to spend, and he spent about 230 million on 6 or 7 players and had 20 million to make up the other 10 or so players, and he struggled big time with that.
Well, there's my pick. I've gone with Jordi Amat.
So I'm picking my left back here. I'm going to try and work through the defence and then push forward. So I picked Jonathan Silva, 4.9 million again. He's from Sporting Lisbon, so I'm pretty pleased with that pick. Now the pressure's on because I haven't thought of a right back, but that's what I'm looking for right now.
I'm looking for a partner for Jordi Amat for people who can see on my screen. I'm thinking they need to be able to communicate. Communication is key. But also having some money to spend when you get further up the field is also key.
So I'm going to go for someone that I've used since Football Manager 2012. It's Sebastian Korcia. I think he plays for Lille now.
Well, the next sign I'm going to make is not a first choice centre back, but he's a fantastic option in there, which is Stefan Strandberg. He's a player who I just really rate highly. He's very cheap on the draft. I have signed him before. I'm now looking for someone who I maybe haven't signed before, but I know is a good player. But the defender also needs to have some pace, which I'm sure, James, you'll agree with.
Yeah, definitely. You don't get many central defenders with great pace in this game. When you do find them, if they've got some decent attributes, you look to pick them up.
So the person I'm going to bring in is Zabi Etzeltier. His natural defending stats are outstanding. So there's my 3 central defenders.
So that's what I'm currently looking for now. Also central defenders. I'm going to go for the young German talent Jonathan Tah, who I believe is got pace and is quite strong as well. So I will now look.
What I'll do, guys, is as James picks someone, I'm going to click on them so you can see who he has picked up. So there is Jonathan Tah.
So I'm also looking to pick up another central defender just now.
What have I selected to look for? I can't remember what position. I need a fullbacks.
So I'm also trying to pick players that we've not used before in either of the previous 2 drafts.
Now, what people are going to see here, if you see out the other 2 drafts, I'm actually going to use a totally different tactic today, and it's a tactic I've just started using in my FC United Manchester save, and it is a tactic James might have seen if you followed my Zero to Hero last season.
Yep.
It does mean I've got a... Oh, it looks like you're going to miss your pick.
I think I am, because I can't find anybody I want. So I've missed a pick. Damn it.
Right, well, we're going to go with Joel Ward at right back, because he can get up and down. And we're going to go with Aaron Creswell at left back. So there's our 2 picks done in the fullback areas.
So my defender that I probably should have picked before I missed the turn, I'm going to go for Samuel Umtiti from Lyon.
Let's check him out so people can see who you've picked up. So there he is, Umtiti.
So now I'm also going to look for a backup central defender, someone that's quite cheap, so I can use my big money as we go further forward in the draft. It's quite difficult because there's a lot of players that have got very high prices.
I find it interesting when you're searching for a defensive midfielder with a specific stat range, the only person who comes up with the very high is Coquelin. He's very, very expensive on this game as well.
I'll tell you what, I've just passed Stefan Strandberg, and that's a good cheap pick you've got there.
He's a fantastic player. Really, really is. I think he's ruined his career in real life, moving to Russia. No disrespect to people from Russia who are watching the video. Possibly.
Maybe.
You never know.
I missed a pick again.
He's missed a pick again.
Damn it.
Right, the next sign I'm going to make is going to be a man who is shocking in real life at the minute, but his stats in Football Manager do not lie. Check Tiote.
Oh, wow.
His stats are just unbelievable. I don't know, Football Manager must have been drunk when they came up with them. And the next guy, interesting that he comes up, and look at them stats, people. Look at, we've got time. Check him out. The next sign for 10.5 million to play in central midfield is Andrea Polli. Oh, James is on the ball there.
Yeah.
Let's check him out, shall we? Doria. Doria, is that how we going with that?
Yeah, Doria, yeah. So I'm now looking for a defensive midfielder in case we decide to use that. I'm going to go for another talented South American, Gaston Gil Romero.
Interesting. Oh, Johan Kebab, no chance. There's some interesting players around, but some of the values on the players I genuinely do not understand. Is it me? Oh, it's me.
Yeah, it's you, yeah.
I do apologise.
I'm just looking for when it's my pick.
One of the big guns. I had 3 seconds ago, I decided to go for it. He was a player who I thought about bringing in, wasn't sure about bringing him in, I brought him in.
Big name?
Aaron Ramsey.
Your pick again.
The next person I'm going for is again, it's a box region, guys, which is the box of the squad is so vital, which will become apparent when the game starts, James. Yeah, the next person I'm bringing in is Jack Wilshere.
Ooh, I'm also bringing in a young Englishman in central midfield.
You have signed 19-year-old midfielder Dele Alli has joined the FC Whizzkids.
Yeah, for just short of 10 million, I believe.
Oh God, I've been robbed with Jack Wilshere there.
And I'm going to go for another central midfielder, Yuri Tielemans.
Decent. Let's just show the people him. So there's his stats, some very nice statistics. 18 years old though. The question is, will the players buckle under the pressure? James hopes not.
I hope not, certainly not.
Do you know, I'm considering taking a risk here. And just plucking someone from outside of the box. And I'm signing Jason Puncheon.
Oh, flamboyant anyway. Good bit
I think it's a risk, but I think it's a safe risk at the same time, if that makes sense.
Well, still your pick, but I do have my first wide midfielder picked for when it's my turn.
Okay, I was going to go with that, but unfortunately the only player who has the stats is Jack Wilshere, and I've already got him. So, okay, just because I know you can communicate, and communication is key. Oh, just punched my computer. I'm going to go with Philippe Coutinho.
Wow, that's a lot of money. How much have you got left to spend? 90 million?
I've got 90 million to spend on 5 players.
Wow.
And you've spent a lot more than me. Oh no, you've got 177 left. Yeah. I do apologise. Wow, James.
I'm playing it very, very safe today.
Now James is remembering the day that I tore him apart down the wing with Nathan Redmond, and he is going to smack me in the teeth with him.
Yeah. I'm also selecting another young player on the opposite side.
Okay. Let me just Jack Grealish. Interesting. How much did he set you back?
9 million, I think.
That's decent. Right, well, we've got 90 million to spend. We need one more player for the first team, for the starting 11, if you will. Marcus Rosenberg is 7.5 million. Who made up that price? I have to try. I don't want to drop down to 11. Let's go for a different stat. How long do I have? I'm going to have to miss a pick. And
13
actually,
seconds.
no, I don't have to miss a pick. First signing, Daniel Sturridge to complete the starting 11, people.
Right.
Now we are looking for the backup people, the people who can just take you to that next level when you need it. And where is... There it is. So I want to drop everything down. I want to drop... And what you need when you're desperate, James? What you need in your team when you're desperate?
Oh, Mike Williamson?
Oh, I said desperate, not suicidal. Wow, the cost is mental. This is for a backup striker. There we go. The sign is made. Wellington.
So I'm about to go for my first big name, big money spending of the draft. The man of the moment.
Mesut Ozil, what a signing. What a signing. Check them stats out, people. And he looks happy in this picture.
Right, so...
How many I've got 3 more people to sign. And I've got 55 million. That's not bad, actually. That's not bad.
Still me to pick again?
Yeah. I might look for another central midfielder with flamboyance.
Alright, here comes the big money spending.
Oh, who you bringing in? Sergio. God. I'll pay you not to play him.
So, 4 more picks to make, and I've got 73 million left to spend.
His best position is central midfield. Can he play there? Do you know I'm genuinely stuck, guys, at the minute on technically I'm looking for backup people, but I could technically bring in 1 more superstar in midfield. And should I be looking for the defensive midfield side of things and go 1 above Czech Toyota now I can afford it? I think so, you know. And I think that's going to be the guy I've just shown you there, people. Oh, it is actually me. Thanks for that, James.
Yep.
Where's your other signing? Oh, Ozil and Aguero, I didn't realise. I thought you signed Ozil before I did the other one. Stupid me. So I've brought in Javi Martinez, the Bayern Munich defensive midfielder there. I've got 26.5 left to spend. So let's go on that. What I will say, if people can hear, I don't know if you can hear, James, but I've got the monitor because my son is asleep. So I don't know if you can sometimes hear him cough and stuff. If you can, I apologise, but I can't prevent that. Just go in. Stop making noise. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I've lost the pick. But it's okay. It's okay.
So I was searching for a backup striker, but this guy came up quite cheap, 18 million, so I'm going to pick him.
Ooh, nice one. Nice.
Yeah.
I've got 26 and I'm thinking... Frank Lampard's 26 million, James, at the age of 37.
Crazy. You should see the price of Luca Toni.
It's unreal, this,
Mad.
isn't it?
So,
do you know, my next sign is totally out of the box, but it means Joe Ward can move to be more of a backup. Moussa Dembele. Okay. Well, my next signing is right back, and it's a full back to a wide man in Dani Alves. So the final signing. We're at the final signing. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. How much do I have? I have 5.5 million.
I've got my next pick all ready to go, I think.
I'm going to sign someone for exactly 5.5 million then. Oh, hello. Hello. I think he's decent for the bench. Let's chuck him in there. That's done. That's 18. 250 million spent. I signed Adrian Mezerwezerwezer. Oh, Mahrez, how much?
19 million, I think.
What a battle this is going to be. What does the teams we are putting out is just outstanding.
So I've got 23.5 million left to spend, and I've taken off all positions, so I'm just going to put on the value and see what we can get. I'm pretty happy with my squad. I'd like maybe a centre attacking midfielder, maybe. That's where Ozil's going to play, so maybe not. But the first player that pops up I'm definitely going to go for. There's just one more I need to sign. Okay, we've got a lot of Premier League players in my squad, so I'm going to pick another one.
Lamella. Oh. And it's now saying that it's my pick, even though I've got no money.
You can just...
So I think we just complete the draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've opted to pass.
I've got 4.1 million.
Oh.
So let's see if there's anyone for that. Not that I use them, but you never know. First one that comes in that I like, I'll just take him. Mike Williamson ironically just popped up.
I think it'd be rude not to, wouldn't it?
So we'll go for this one. Controversial. I'm ready to complete the draft.
Kevin Finn's Boateng.
Yeah.
Well, I've clicked the continue button. The Whizzkids has opted to pass their 50th overall pick. We shall continue. We shall do our tactics. Then what we will do is we will set up all our tactics. Then we will join you on the preview screen where we are ready to go through the team and why we have picked them. What is going on? Welcome back, guys. We are here and we are on the lineups screen. So you can see on the left my tactic. People will recognise it slightly from Zero to Hero in FM15 on YouTube, but my defence midfielder was in the centre of midfield in that tactic. I've kind of altered a little bit, mainly because I like the holding role in FM16. It works quite well. So I'm going quite narrow, quite creative, I think. As you can see, the fullbacks have to work hard, but the defence midfield drops back to form a 3 at the back when they push up. It's going to be interesting, especially with the man that we see James has up top. So first off, James, talk us through and go through your lineup.
Yeah, so I've got around 9, I think, players from the Premier League in my starting 11 and including the substitutes. So we're lining up with Butland in goals. At left back, Jonathan Silva. Central defence, Samuel Umtiti. Jonathan Tah. Right back, Korsha. So that's a bit of a mixed league back 4, if you like. But then we get into the Premier League sort of players. Dembele. Tielemans, a fellow Belgian, so that might work quite well. Mahrez, Ozil, Memphis and Aguero. A lot of firepower up front. On the bench, Donnarumma, Doria, Gil Romero, Ali, Kevin Prince Boateng, Lamella and Redmond. No strikers, so it's a bit risky.
Fantastic, and you will see I've got Valdez, Creswell, Amat, Etzelta, Alves, Martinez, Poli, Wilshere, Ramsey, Coutinho and Sturridge, with Darlow, Ward, Strandberg, Tiote, Puncheon, that guy and Wellington. I'm not pronouncing the Polish guy. We'll call him Mr. A for the whole episode if he actually comes off the bench. James getting too excited again, but let's get ready to rock and roll, James.
Yeah.
And better set up some instructions for your guys, especially this big man up top.
I think the one I'm worried about is Sturridge and Coutinho.
I find it quite strange how they don't automatically decide to do some of this stuff to the players, but who is my assistant manager? My assistant manager is Dennis Dreyer, and he is a region. But I am ready. I will go into my team talk now. And they don't give a monkeys. They've literally turned around and said, who's this guy and what team are we playing for? I have faith. Go on, make a difference. Sturridge and Jack Wilshere both basically have said no.
Right, I'm ready when you are.
Yep, I've clicked start the match. I will just I'm just going to pause it a second, guys, just so I can confirm everything's set up. We're on extended, we're on the close view, we have some beautiful 3D in high definition. James will love watching this back. Let's get into it. Paulie's picked it up.
Yeah, so on my right hand side I've got the stats for your team to see how well your players are playing, and also I've got the match stats on the left hand side just to keep an eye on them and what is going on.
Fantastic. I've got your formation on the bottom left, people can see, and I have the match stats on the right hand side. But James can update us on his thoughts on how his team's doing, etc. as we play.
Yeah.
Depay. Oh, beautiful ball inside. Moveset. What a ball. You're donning your beautiful Whizzkids colours there. It looks quite a nice little strip.
Yeah, nice red. That's the dark red. That's the colour of the Whizzkids that we like to go for.
I will say that obviously the game hates me. One, it didn't put my logo in, and two, it didn't add the colours that I even told it to. So, yeah, we're playing it all white today. Strangely. No idea why. Coutinho, he dreadful pass. He obviously doesn't link up with that player much. So you started the better, James. 3 shots. Not on target, but still 3 shots.
Yeah, but the 5 minutes in, I'd like to see us have a bit more even possession, because without giving too much away, that's how my team is set up.
Coutinho again losing it.
It's Ozil! Oh.
Are you man marking Coutinho?
Mm.
Because he's not getting any. Every time he tries to get the ball, he's getting intercepted at the minute.
Be interesting to use some of these players. Of course, red hot form is Riyad Mahrez of Leicester, but I've never used him on the game before, so that'll be interesting.
I'm hoping Aguero drops down with an injury in a minute.
And I've got no striker to replace him.
Ramsey. Ball into Sturridge. Sturridge with a touch. What a save, Butland.
Good save. Arguably the most talented goalkeeper. English
shot on target.
English goalkeeper.
It appears the ball boys are going to the toilet in the background. James will check that out when he watches the match back.
Mm.
Wilshere picks up late, back off wide. What's he doing? To Coutinho. Dreadful pass, but Coutinho comes in. Butland again.
When did Wilshere get out of hospital?
Last week.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll be back in next week.
Alright, okay.
This from the man who has Aguero front.
Yeah, but Sturridge must have a nosebleed here, getting fresh air.
I've gone with players who I know are rested. They don't have much match time, so they're not going to get tired. Coutinho, beautiful. Sturridge doesn't pass. Now he does. Wilshere.
Good save.
Butland again. Oh, sign him up.
You've had 3 or 4 shots on target. I haven't had none of my 5 yet so far. But
I've got to be checking out Butland in the online league if I get a spot in that soon.
yeah.
Remember, check out your YouTube channel, James. Well, not you to check it out, but the viewers.
Yeah. Recording all my games in the Football Manager Sentinel Online League.
You've definitely been given the tough draw, but what I'm thinking for yourself is these kind of drafts might stumble across a player who's a backup or rotation at another club. The likes of Strandberg
Definitely.
could slot in for maybe your squad.
Yeah, definitely. I just recently lost 4-3 against Dortmund, which was a very exciting game. One that one of my players, Depay, actually didn't cost me, but he should have scored in the last minute of the game.
Yeah, Wilshere. Ball over. Paulie, he's lost it. Oh, it's a corner. I thought he had just a really, really bad shot.
I also thought that too. So my captain for the day, I've picked Sergio Aguero, who's not really been in the game, and I've picked Ozil as my vice-captain.
I think it's time for a bit of team talking.
Yeah, I think...
People will see there, just a bit of encouragement.
Yeah, not a lot happening from my side of things here. I'm getting dominated on possession, which is quite worrying.
I find it interesting on possession-wise, James, because I actually went direct football because I didn't want to dilly-dally on the ball as much as I do, because I assumed you would think I would like pass it around.
Yeah, it's kind of the way I want my team. Memphis Depay, and he puts it over. Got a good shot on him, Depay, so I was hoping he would kind of be better than that there.
Let's just quickly check how the Whizzkids are doing in terms of average positions. Looking very solid there, but you will see Aguero is isolated at the minute.
I'm worried by my lack of 6 shots in total here. 2 have been blocked, 4 off target, so we're yet to get a shot on goal, which is disappointing.
People will see randomly my game's refusing to let me go back to the full screen mode. It did this last time, James.
Yeah.
There we go. We're now back on the full screen mode, so I do apologise about that, people. I might actually just cut that bit out. Yeah, I'll just cut that out. Are you doing some tactical tweaks?
I am indeed.
Aye. I'm not going back on the analysing screen. It seems to crash it. So there you go. If you're playing the draft mode, don't try to analyse your game because the
you
are kidding! Oh my God, Mr. Injury himself.
The man that's not been involved in the game. In fact, my changes haven't yet taken place, so that was
now they are.
Prior to it. One shot on target, 1 goal. It's the main man, Sergio Aguero.
Oh, I've got my head in my hands.
I certainly hope we have a winner today. rather than 2 draws like previously. I was robbed last game, I'm telling you.
Well, what I will say is I had 10 men for most of the game, so the fact it ended 3-3
Oh,
was just an unbelievable scoreline, I think.
yeah, I think I kind of tried to kill the game rather than try to secure the game, if you like.
Yeah. Ball in again, but cleared by Ramsey. My team's very small now I think about it.
Oh,
And I think the fact you scored from a cross proves that.
I'm getting a bit more
Cresswell.
into the game here now, my team.
Yeah, you're definitely looking stronger. It's since I encouraged them. They're obviously not listening.
Well, I've changed my style of play slightly because it wasn't working initially.
Another team talk coming just to encourage the last few minutes. Oh, that should have been 2. Dembele with the ball over the top.
See, none of your players have got a 6 points or 8 or above, 6.7 and below all your player averages so far.
Dreadful so far, but I do know what I want to do, but I'm trying to hold out till half time. Just to see if, I mean, what was that? That's already a sign of what's going to come. That was dreadful.
Depay on the left.
What a
Put
ball
inside.
that was.
He's going to have to put, and what is he doing shooting from there?
Well, the keeper ran out of the goal, which was even worse, I think. Oh, scary. Valdez to Cresswell. Cresswell with the lot. Right, that's changing it. In fact, I genuinely can't wait till half time for that to change.
Mahrez has not really been in the game so far.
We play out defence and then we just boot it along. So that's getting changed. The players are getting told, look, stop that now. That was the last time that's going to happen.
5 of my players have got 7 or above, so I'm pretty pleased with that.
We've just been gifting you the ball back for the last few minutes there. Every time we got it, we just kicked it long. And they've been told, they've been warned, they've been given new tactical instructions. So hopefully, second half it changes. I'm ready to rock and roll. They just got a quick team talk, and we're ready.
Yeah, I think I'm making 1 substitution. I'm pretty pleased with the way things have gone. Apart from Yuri Tielemans has not given me much, so Moussa Dembele's Spurs teammate will come on, Dele Alli, for Yuri Tielemans, which brings me to, I think, 7 players in the Barclays Premier League in my starting 11 now.
Interesting. Jack Wilson's got it. Let's see if we can play. Oh, he's down.
I've been solid so far, my defence. Restricted. 6 shots in total you've had to my 12. We've both had 3 on target, you've had 4 on target now.
I've altered the tactics to try to stop us just booting it along. Ball across, cleared.
Dele Alli to Ozil. Back to Ali.
He's gone through us. Oh. The man who cost next to nothing dances through the cheap defence.
Try plotting my next move.
Yeah, I'm doing the same at the minute. I mean, they've been told what to do and it's not happening. So the first change is done. So Daniel Sturridge is going off. He's playing a 6.5. He doesn't really justify him staying on the pitch, does he?
Not really, no. I've just made a second substitution and I'm bringing off Mahrez and I'm bringing on Eric Lamela, another Spurs player. And Memphis Depay is offside. And I'm also...
Right, so Wellington is now on up front. He has blistering pace. He's changed his role. He's set as a poacher.
Well,
can he get him behind?
I've just changed Sergio Aguero's role from an advancer to a poacher now.
Take him off if you want.
No, thank you. 6.9. He's not done anything apart from score that vital goal.
I think I want to leave Coutinho on. So we're going to bring on Jason Punchin. Now he is told to run wide with the ball, so hopefully playing in that role he can do well. Maybe I could have dropped Ramsey back, but Paulie is actually playing 6.9, best player on the pitch for our team, so apart from Valdez, so it kind of justifies me leaving him on.
A lot of my averages have dropped Ozil's having a good game at a 7.7. He did get the assist because that's what he does. Makes assists for fun.
Because that's what he does.
So I'm going to make my final substitution here. I'm going to take off
Jack Wilshere.
Memphis Depay.
To Puncheon, we have a highlight. Is it a goal? Coutinho to Wellington to nobody. What the monkeys was that? You know when you have players who just don't link up normally with the player. I mean, Puncheon.
I think that's why I went for
to Wellington. Oh, he took it away. He's offside.
I went for Premier League. I went for Premier League players that I know. I've not used on this year's game, but we know their game well. So I've brought on Nathan Redmond for Memphis Depay.
God.
And I've switched him and Lamella wings. Korsha, plenty of space. And it's Aguero and he hits the post.
I tell you what I do really like about this year's Football Manager. Who would have saw there? And with my new console, it's playing on all the highest settings. When Redmond picked up the ball, he outside of the boot passed it down, and it's so beautiful to watch how Football Manager are developing the match engine themselves. Instead of just going out and buying one, they're actually building this themselves.
I have to say, for the opening half an hour, I went controlling and I realised I wasn't going to dominate possession. So after 30 minutes, I changed it to counter, and it seems to have worked a lot better. But I'm disappointed only 4 out of my 16 shots have been on target. But we have defended really well today. 90th minute, Redmond, Ali.
Where's Creswell? Booted up long. Lost the ball. It's gone out to Silva. Was that the last chance? You have deserved the victory.
Lamella is in.
About that.
Oh, and a good save from Valdez.
Should have squared it, but hey, that happens, doesn't it, sometimes. Mesut Ozil. Beautiful ball, unlucky there from Tai, however we're pronouncing it. It's a goal kick.
Time to shut up shot.
45 seconds. Coutinho to Wellington. He's down too easy.
The bus has been parked.
Unpark it. Take that handbrake off and let me push you out the way. Coutinho
to
Wilshere.
He done me in the last minute last game, so I'm not risking it this time.
Valdez.
Referee, where's your whistle?
Don't blow it. Creswell.
Come on, ref.
To Paulie. To Wellington.
I'm delighted with a clean sheet here.
Creswell. You jinx that.
Yeah.
Oh, the whistle has gone. It has ended with Central FC 0. The FM Whizzkids 1. And that is 5 points out of the first 3 games. Screw it. There's the table. I'm popping a table up on the screen now so you can see the Whizzkids have 5 points out of the 3 games played. Congratulations, James.
Thank you very much. Very happy with a clean sheet, and although Aguero didn't play too well, he got that vital goal. Ozil, 5 key passes and a 7.8 average and 1 assist. Really happy with that.
You should be proud. Key player was Aguero, according to this. Player of the match, sorry, was Ozil, yeah, 7.8. Key passes 5 and 1 assist, as you say. Just fantastic. It was a good game. You deserve to win it. I think I made a lot of mistakes in my selection. You just destroyed me out wide, and it was tough to watch. I think Alves let me down.
It was another fun draft, though. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, definitely. Great draft. Check out, as I said, check out the link below, because the next one might be on the Whizzkids channel, might be on our channel. We're going to probably rotate, James, just to have a bit of fun. But as people will see, there is the league table still on the screen, so you can see the Whizzkids are top now with 5 points out of our 3 games played. But yeah, thanks for joining us, James, on FM Central channel.
No problem at all.
And we will see you all next time.